Okay, thank you for watching my videos that I made previously, the part one, the part two, the part three, and here is the part four. I am looking at support and resistance, identifying the area of support and resistance, and how I do my chart analysis on a daily basis using TradingView. Like I said, if you're not watching video part one, please go refer back to video part one. You understand what I am doing from the video part one. It will explain to you in details how to use this particular tool online, TradingView online, how to use this particular tool called TradingView. It's free and it's nice. I love using it to do my chart analysis. So welcome to video part four. In continuation of what I did in part three, I want to identify the area of support and resistance on this particular currency. As you can see at the right top, the symbol is Euro Canadian dollar, Euro Canadian dollar, Euro card, and here is 1 month time frame. So I'm on Euro card 1 month time frame. I love checking the bigger time frames, starting my chart analysis from the bigger time frames because it gives me a bigger picture of how the price moves. So identifying the area of support and resistance, I start with bigger time frames. So I look at the monthly time frame, the weekly time frame, the daily time frame, possibly the 4 hours time frame. Just identify area of support and resistance. So as you can see here, let me squeeze it down more. This is Euro card, Euro card 1 month. Here you can see the finger is an area of what? Support. Here is another area of support. Here is an area of support. Here is an area of support. Down here equally is an area of support. So how do I mean? Like I said in a simple language, support is where price get down to and couldn't continue, found rejection and began to go up. Price came here, found rejection and it went up. It came down again to this point, found rejection, it went up. It came down to this point, it was rejected and it went up. Came down, went up. Dropped down to this point, it was rejected, it went up. Dropped down again, it went up. Dropped down, it went up. So here is support, here is support, here is support, here is support. So what do? I've been able to identify some area of support. I'm going to place my horizontal line here, just identify it. That's not what I do. Resistance. Look at this topmost stop here. You can see what happened here. Price came to this point. Let's start from this point. It dropped down. Went back again to this point. It dropped down. Went back into this point. It dropped down. There was rejection here. It dropped down. There was rejection here. It dropped down. Another rejection here. It dropped down. So what do? I place my horizontal line based on what I've been able to identify. So I pick from the trend tool line. I pick the horizontal line and I place it here. So you can see clearly that I have a point of what? Support, and that support here. So this in as much as I didn't get close to this line, it's an area of support equally. This other area of support equally. So this is a very strong area of support that I've been able to mark out right now on what? Monthly time frame. And what I do is I change this line, this color of line to what? Purple. So that I can be able to identify, click on it, this color dialog box will appear. See my pointer here at the top. Click on this color and I change it to what? Purple. So I can be able to identify this line. Anytime I see this line on desert time frames, I'll know that this line was drawn on the monthly time frame. So I've been able to identify the area of support here. So I move quickly to identify the area of resistance on top. Like I said, look at rejection here. You can see the finger, another rejection here, another rejection here. So these are pure area of what? Resistance. So I pick my horizontal line here, I place it on top here. Good. So you can see price got to this place, rejected, go back, rejected, came here, rejected, came down. So you can see. So it's a clear cut up. These areas are marked as area of what? Resistance and this area marked off area of what? Support. Very clean, very simple. On what? On a monthly time frame. So I'm able to identify the ones that are very recent. So I can equally move to the weekly time frame to see if I can be able to identify any area of support and resistance. So I go to the time frame at the top, click on it. My target is to look for weekly time frame. Click on weekly time frame. So now my chart has been moved to weekly time frame. So you can see the lines I drew on the monthly time frame is equally valid here on the weekly time frame. Very, very valid. Very valid. You can see it. You see the finger, resistance, price drop down, went back up, find resistance, it dropped down, went back up here again, found resistance two times and it dropped down. So these are strong area of resistance on the weekly time frame. So it's beautiful. So what do I do? Can I identify any here? Any other resistance here, support? Any other one here? Okay. This is what I'm seeing right now. So you can see here, this is a weekly time frame. That's area of what? Resistance, support is happening here. You can see the finger and look at this point here. Look at this point here. Here is on that area of what? Support happening on the weekly time frame. So what do? I'll mark it off. Look at the support here. Look at another one here, support here. So I'll pick my horizontal line and place it here. So this area is very valid as area of support. Now I did this on the weekly time frame. Let's go to the current candle. You can see what is happening. There was reactions here. Let me enlarge this candle so that you can see it well. You can see the reaction. Did you see the reaction? There was reaction here. So it shows that this point is a very strong area of what? A very strong area of what? Support. So I change this color, change it to orange. So anytime I see this line, I know that this line is my support line on a weekly time frame. So you can see that it's still valid. So I've never identified that on a weekly time frame. Another one. Can I see another identification here recently? Okay, no. So what do? I move to daily time frame. Like I said before, I like looking at the bigger time frames. So here is the monthly daily time frame. I've been able to identify. You can see what is happening here is still valid. This particular line that I drew on the weekly time frame is still valid on the monthly time frame. So very, very valid. Very valid. Look at it. Did you see the finger? Did you see price get down to this, came down to this place, and then what? It flew up to the next area. So do I have any identification here? Any area of support and resistance weekly time, daily time frame? Is this a valid one? Look at this finger. Do I have any other point here? Okay. 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 So I can identify some areas here. Did you see this point? Resistance, support on resistance. There's another point here. Resistance on support, and this point here. So this is on a daily time frame. So what do? Let me mark it off. I pick the horizontal line, place it here. Excuse me. Okay. So now let's look at it properly. As you can see, did you see this point? Let's check history. You see this point? So these are very strong error for support and area of support. Price came down here, went back up, came down, went back up, came down, broke it, went up, touch it again, test it, went back up, came down close to it here, went back up, came down to it here, went back up, then broke it down. So this is a very strong area of what? Support and resistance line on a daily time frame. So I will change this color to what? To blue. Anytime I see it, click on it, it will bring out this dialog box. Click on this arrow here, change it to what? Blue. So anytime I see this blue line, I know that this line is drawn on what? On a daily time frame. So the line up here, the line at the topmost up here, is purple line drawn on the monthly time frame. The blue line is drawn on the daily time frame. The orange line is drawn on the weekly time frame, while the stem line below, the purple line is drawn on what? On the monthly time frame. So I can really identify these lines. So let's go to 4 hours time frame. 4 hours time frame. Do I have any line to identify? Here's the 4 hours time frame. Do I have any? Okay, I can spot some beautiful rejections here. Okay, you can see 1, 2, 3. These are strong area of rejection here. Okay, currently, can I spot any area of rejection? This is a very strong area of rejection. One, can you see it? 1, 2, 3, 4. So what do I do? Can I mark it off with this? This is another rejection. There was another rejection happening here. Well, I can see it clearly from this point of view. There was a rejection here in the 4 hours time frame. So what do I do now? I have to mark this off. A strong area of rejection at the top and the bottom here. So let me place my horizontal line here, the 4 hours time frame. But I look at the bigger picture, mostly the daily, the weekly time frame, the monthly time frame is very much okay. So I place this horizontal line here just to mark this area of rejections. One, you can see two, then you can see rejection here, three. So I will change this line right now to black. So anytime I see this line, and anytime I know that this black horizontal line is for the 4 hours area of support and the what? Resistance. So at the top too, you can see rejections here. Follow the finger, see rejection here. There's another rejection top here. There's another rejection here, and there's another one here. So I pick another horizontal line and I'll place it here just to mark up this particular point. So right now you can see clearly that we have rejections, resistance, support, 4 hours time frame. So I've been able to identify the area of support and resistance on this particular currency pair, Euro card, from the monthly time frame, weekly time frame, daily time frame, then the 4 hours time frame. And I marked, you can see the color coding. I hope you understand. Please, you can equally rewatch this video over and over again to understand this properly. It's very easy and very simple. Thank you for watching.